So probably the biggest question I had when it came to signing up and joining Kajabi as my main website hoster was actually wondering what the website is going to look like. It's great breaking down what all the features Kajabi has, but fundamentally you want to know if your website's going to look good or not, or ultimately what that end product is going to be like. So in this video, we'll take a look at my current Kajabi website, how it operates, and how I'm leveraging the various different tools available to me within the Kajabi feature set. So let's first start off with the homepage of my current Kajabi website. This is the website that I've built for my music YouTube channel. For context, I've got multiple different YouTube channels. My main one has over 500,000 subscribers. This one right here is my smaller music channel that has around 30,000, 33,000 subscribers. And what we do on here is we sell low ticket courses around $60 to $100 that are product guides. So we'll make free videos on YouTube showing the best features on guitar pedals in particular, some of the coolest features, the things you can do, product reviews, and so on. And then we funnel those eyeballs over from YouTube to this Kajabi website with a link in description, where we will then sell them on detailed tutorials, which are online courses that are video manuals that take them through every single setting on that piece of software, on that pedal, whatever it is that they were watching on YouTube. And then obviously those detailed tutorials are behind a paywall of around $67 on average on this website right here. So the layout is pretty simple in terms of how we have this homepage constructed. And I did this intentionally because we have so many products, which you'll see in a moment. There's around 20 courses, I think, 25 courses at the peak on this website. It's a bit confusing for the customer if you've got a lot of stuff going on. So we literally just rebuilt this back out a couple of weeks ago to really simplify it and also make the website easier to navigate and manage from our perspective on updating it all of the time. So the overall homepage is fairly straightforward. It's got a short about section and also a headline saying how many people are enjoying the courses on the website. Straight to the point, not too much about me. You got to remember, nobody really cares. They just want to purchase your course, get the solution, and save time. So you just want to keep it as simple as possible, but there's a bit of context there so they know that they're in the right location. Now, as you can see, as we navigate this page, there's lots of beautiful animations with things fading in and out. This is a lovely feature that Kajabi has. You can control the animations of different elements and objects on your website, and you have complete customization over the speed of these animations, the directions of these animations, the style of animations, and the sequence that they come in, like whether they're delayed and so on. You can go crazy, absolutely crazy on this inside of the actual customization area of your templates and the website builder. If you want to explore this for yourself, I'll leave a link down below to get you an extended 30-day free trial completely for free. You will get 16 extra days just for literally clicking that link. Usually you get 14 days for free on Kajabi within the free trial. That just simply isn't enough for you to explore and understand all of the features that are available to you. So just literally click that link and you'll get 16 extra days, bumping you up to a 30-day free trial, which is absolutely perfect. That is one whole month that you'll get for free. Your website will be built, and then you can launch it and get rocking and rolling. So we've got the layout of this page as simple as possible, and that's intentional because there's a huge problem with the products on this website, and that's the name of the products. As you can see right here, the company that we make the product guides on, the Boss loop stations, they're all named the same. RC600, RC500, RC505 Mark II. There's also RC505, then RC5. Very confusing for a customer, and we have no control over this because that's what Boss and Roland are doing in terms of their naming scheme. So we need to make sure that our website is as easy as possible for our YouTube viewers to find the exact product guide for their loop station, for the guitar pedal, whatever it is they need to purchase. So we remove all of the clutter, and we've got these nice little squares in terms of the actual purchasing tiles. Now, traditionally, a purchasing card on Kajabi would look something like this. It's a 16 by 9. It's a bigger thumbnail, like a YouTube thumbnail. But instead, we intentionally uploaded square images to make these tiles smaller so it was easier for the customer to look at them next to one another to make sure they do not buy the wrong product. This was happening so many times when we had 16 by 9 thumbnails. They were purchasing the wrong product guide because they'd assume it was the right one. But now that they're side by side, they can clearly see this is a red pedal, that's a black pedal, and then they can read this very easily below it in the fold. Whereas before, the text just wasn't as clear with the 16 by 9. It was definitely causing a misinterpretation on the purchasing. So since we've switched this out, this has been much easier for the customer just to have a look and also see the pedals side by side with better images. Because the images are smaller, we can have the pedals next to one another so they can clearly see which one they own and which one they don't own. It sounds stupid, but when we had the wider thumbnails, there was less images next to one another, so it meant that they would click on the wrong one and purchase the wrong one. So this is much better because they can see this is not the right pedal, they want this smaller pedal here. This then, right down here, then takes them over to our flagship course, which is more of a bundle really. Something we did to try and change this pricing structure on this website was create a high ticket offer. So we predominantly sell low ticket courses on this website because somebody purchases a $400 guitar pedal, they're not going to spend $1,000 to learn how to use that pedal in a particular manner. The knowledge is just not that valuable, and this is where a lot of growth gurus and coaches go wrong. They're like, make a $5,000 course, and they forget about the context of the knowledge within that product, and that's why you ultimately don't sell any. But this was an idea we actually got from Alex Harmose from reading one of his blog posts or whatever, his book. He said about how you take multiple products and bundle them together to increase the value of that product. So of course we have 15 different guides or something like that, 7 different guides from Boss. So what we did was we combined them all together into a bundle, because what a lot of people do is with these pedals, they purchase the multiple ones within the ecosystem. So they might purchase a small one, then they'll buy a bigger one, then they can actually use them in tandem with one another. So if they bought one product guide, they'd then need the other product guide, or they'd ask for an upgrade at a discounted price. It's getting a little bit messy in the back end. So we decided to bundle multiple low ticket offers together to create a larger program that was the Boss Product Guide Bundle, the ultimate bundle. This allowed us to just take already pre-existing work, bundle it together, and whack the price up. Of course, it's a very niche product for this particular application, but it still sold, a good amount for the amount of effort it took to just make a new thumbnail and put them together. And we have nice perks in here where they get extra access to future courses and so on that get added into this bundle at no extra cost. So it's almost like a nice little benefit of them prepaying in full at a discounted rate to get access to privileges like that. It just allowed us to increase the value upfront on a certain customer without actually outlaying any more work than we were currently doing. Just a little clever thing we did there. So for example, if you were making courses on how to grow on YouTube, or how to be, whatever your business is, how to do arts or something, you could take multiple different courses about watercoloring, canvas painting, whatever it is that you do, even fitness, gym exercises, and bundle them together into a high ticket offer. But really, essentially, it's just 10, 15 different mini courses that you'd made on your website as individual products, bundled at a discount. So that's a nice little thing that we did there. In the future, once we do build out a proper high ticket program for this particular website, that will get replaced with a much better product that would sell at a much higher rate, and then that would take you over to a completely different landing page than what this one currently does right now. Now, one of the most beautiful features on Kajabi is the fact that it is an all-in-one business tool. So yes, it hosts your website and hosts your online courses, but also you can use it for email marketing and also creating out various different landing pages. Now, with other online website builders for your online courses, it only really does the course hosting, and you have a pretty bang average website, and then you need additional tools in order to build that website out, including things like MailChimp to do your email marketing, ClickFunnels to also do your landing pages, and then also Zapier and so on to integrate and link all of these features together. Now with Kajabi, you have all of this within your monthly subscription. You have the ability to create landing pages. There's various different templates for these landing pages. As you can see right here, we could go ahead and click new landing page. And then within here, there's a bunch of templates you can just choose from, switch out the images, switch out the structure of them, add and remove different elements. The possibilities are endless. And this is great for somebody who's just getting started. It takes ages to master particular tools, website builders, email tools, landing paging tools. So if it means you can just learn one piece of software, i.e. Kajabi right here, it gets you up and running in the fastest way possible, because you don't have to keep learning. You might get your website built with Teachable or something like that and go, oh crap, I now need to build something on Squarespace. It's got cooler animations. Oh, I need to learn Squarespace now. Oh, and I now need better email marketing tools, so I'm gonna have to do MailChimp. So you're gonna have to learn all these different tools, which will slow down your progress. Whereas with this, you just learn Kajabi. One tool, one feature set, one ecosystem, and it does everything you need for a beginner. Now, I'm gonna be fully transparent. The landing pages are excellent for just creating a simple sales page here. So you can see right here, This is the landing page. It just literally takes you to this bundle. It shows you what you've got included. It's got a nice little trailer. It's got some testimonials. Then it's got a buy button that then just takes you straight to a checkout page. This is a great landing page for a warm lead, whether that be someone who's already watching me on YouTube for a few months or already a customer on our website. But if we were using this as a landing page for somebody that we targeted via a Google Ads campaign, we were targeting particular keywords and it was a cold lead, maybe wouldn't be as good in terms of its conversion rate. And that's where tools like ClickFunnels do become very useful, because to be fair to ClickFunnels, we do use this as well, or at least we're about to use it for a new business we're launching. That does allow you to do very complicated landing pages in terms of acquiring customer data, signing up to webinars, automating webinars, having a crazy amount of people watch those webinars at once, whereas Kajabi is limited to around 200 people can watch a webinar. I think the webinar does need to be live. It's a little bit clunky in terms of having that big, massive sales machine going on in the back end. But for something on the simpler side of stuff, especially if you're getting started and you've never set up any of these things, it does everything that you need it to. So that's a little bit of an example of what a simple landing page would look like going to a sales page. And this is something that we've actively done as a change on the website. So we're still finishing this off, but I'll show you what it currently looks like. So back in the day, you would click on a product tile like this and it would take you straight to a checkout page. This right here gives you a little bit of an overview of what you get in the course. We used to have some reviews down here, but we removed them to keep it a little bit cleaner. And then the customer just types in the email address and their card details. This is fine to a degree for low ticket courses because there's low expectations from the customer. It's just $67. It isn't gonna be like, oh, I really need to think about this. Very low friction in terms of them parting way with that money. So it works fine for literally a passive income style business model, which in many ways this YouTube channel is. I haven't really uploaded on it for a good 2 years, and those old videos just keep selling at the exact same rate as when I was doing 3 videos per week. But we've just gradually re-optimized the website to get it better and better at converting. But one thing we are now doing is we're actually going to create a landing page for each product. So something like this, for example, you'd click on the product guide and it would take you to a landing page where we would then show them in a little bit more detail exactly what they are going to get within this course. So there's more context, just to give the customer that extra bit of confidence that they're in the right place. So there'll be a product trailer for each course that we're about to build out, then all of the information that's included within that $67 class, and then just some nice little sales pages and some included modules, and then boom, nice little review, buy button. Then the buy button takes them to that exact same checkout page that you just saw on the last example. This is something that we're still building out, just it takes us a little bit of time. I've got lots of other stuff to do and I need to film the trailers. But that's something that I believe, in my personal opinion, will help this website sell much better, because we can use those Kajabi templates to build out those landing pages and get it set up in a pretty efficient way. Now, before I show you the store area on this website, let me show you how I built this website. So I used this template in particular from the template store. So if you go into Kajabi, if you've never used Kajabi before, included are a bunch of templates within the template library. And these are all just free for you to use. You can just install them, play about with them. You can install as many as you like and just figure out which one works best for you. Got to remember that these templates are just a starting block and you can go to town on how much you can customize them because Kajabi has so many cool elements within the builder. So I actually started off on this builder here. It was the Rise template. So this is what the template looked like to start with. And you can see it's a good little template. It's got everything you would need. But my final website looks completely different to that. It was just a great starting point that got the right vibe and overall feel, aesthetic. And then from there, I took it in a completely different direction. So this is how the website essentially started. And as you just seen, that's how it got finished off. Now you can also purchase additional templates from the template marketplace. This is a little bit similar to Shopify. Shopify has a lot of paid template plans that you can get. These are built by your Kajabi experts. Some of them are very good. Some of them actually look pretty cool. But in my personal opinion, all these are just basically a basic template that's been customized a lot and then exported as a zip file. So I would, in my opinion, just build your own website for 600, 800 quid. Some of these go for absolutely crazy money. I just don't really think it's worth it. I think you can achieve the exact same thing by just installing one of these templates for free and then just spending a little bit of time customizing it. Because when you go into the design tab, you can go over and you can see how many templates I've had in the past that I've messed about with and tweaked and changed over the years. You just customize your page, and then inside of the builder, I already have a video here on this channel that shows you exactly how to use the builder in detail, but you can just go to town and you can add so many different elements, customize things. One of the pro tip that I would suggest is try different aspect ratios on your pictures. So most people upload a square image or a 16:9 image. We've tried Instagram images, is it 4:5 or 3:4? You know, different aspect ratios just to make these widgets appear slightly differently and just get a different feel on the website, make it look different to everybody else's just by tweaking around with different things. Another thing we often do is we export images as PNGs. So this is just a Photoshop image that I made. You see that there? So I just put a load of custom images inside of Affinity Photo, added our reviews from our review section, and then I tweaked about with the layout. I did drop shadow effects, added various different things, exported it out as a PNG with a transparent background. You can see we've got a completely custom looking widget and element here on the website. And then I went ahead and just added a cool little time reveal and animation down here at the bottom. And it looks completely different to the stuff you would get from these templates that would cost a fortune, and it would cost me $0, mate. Don't forget to check out that link down below for the extended 30-day free trial. This will give you those 16 extra days completely for free, which will give you loads of time to try out different stuff like this that I'm showing within this video, completely stress-free because you're not having to pay for that extra time. It's free. Just literally use that link and get yourself that extended free trial. So finally, I want to show you the store area and the marketplace on my website. So this right here is where we have all of the products. So at the top, we've got our most expensive products, like our flagship stuff, the bundle, and also a little loop pedal basics course. We've got our little refund policy here. You click on that and it takes you to a page that explains the refund policy. That just gives me a little bit of confidence that, you know, if they don't like the product, they can get their money back. We offer a 14-day free trial. You can offer a 30-day, 45-day, whatever you want. 14 days is a sweet spot we found for our products because they are low ticket. So somebody could consume it within, you know, let's say an hour each evening, within 3 days. So that way it just reduces the chance of them just watching it and then getting their money back and getting everything they wanted, because you do get some people that try and play the system where they watch the course and you can see they've watched the course because it says 100% completed, and then they ask for their money back. Of course, we refund them because we don't really care, but this sort of time frame of 14 days helps reduce that, because it means somebody purchases it, they enjoy it over a few day period, and then, you know, it's sort of out of its return window by the time they actually complete it over a couple of weekends. So this is the layout of our thing. We've got our featured courses, then we've got all of the product guides here. You can see exactly what I was talking about earlier. When you have the 16:9 wide images next to one another, all of the products start to look the same. There's something about it that just looks a little bit confusing. You can see here, RC505 Mark II, RC505. Very difficult to tell the difference between both of those products, which is why it was getting confusing for the customers. So that's why we made that active change to make the images square, because it's just something about it that made it easier for the brain to figure out what was what. So these are literally just laid out in a marketplace fashion, so somebody can go on here, browse around, and then just purchase the one that they require. Right now, we are only offering product guides and a couple of higher ticket courses. We've got rid of all of our software courses for Ableton and Logic because we're in the process of rebuilding and updating those, so we stopped selling them in the meantime. So it's very, very simple, and this is exactly how it works, and they've got the nice little buy buttons. Now, all of these are custom cards. So if you actually go to the store area, right here, we've used, instead of an offer card, we've used a custom card. So when you actually go to the website builder, all of these are custom cards, not an offer card. Most people on Kajabi use offer cards because it's easy. So you click offer card, this will create a little, you know, custom box. And then in here, you just literally select whichever course you want to offer. You go, okay, we want to put our Ableton course back up for sale. And it'll just throw it in there with the thumbnail, automatically the name, a buy button, and also the price. And then that means if you change the price within your course settings or the offer settings, it will update automatically. Problem with this, however, is when you click on an offer card, it takes you straight to the checkout page, which is fine for low ticket courses. We've ran that in the past, not had any problems whatsoever. But with us now wanting to retarget over to a landing page, we have to use a custom card instead. So instead, we add an element, which is a card right here. And then within this card, we can change its end destination. It could go to a URL, it could go to a checkout page, it could go to a landing page, whatever you want. So down here, we would click go to landing page. And then from here, I can choose which landing page I want it to go to within my Kajabi because it's all linked within the database. This is one of the great features about it being an all-in-one platform. You do not have to then use Zapier or URL links. It already links call to action buttons to pre-existing landing pages within the website because it's all hosted on the same website engine. So then I would just simply click the landing page I wanted it to go to. But as you can see, the card hasn't updated in terms of its aesthetic. The call to action has, so that button would take me to that landing page. But now I would have to go ahead and upload an image and then also customize the text within the card for it to look like this. And then also add a call to action button for it to look like one of these cards. So it's a little bit more custom, which is good because you can change the color of the buttons, the layout of the text, the size of the text, the color of the text, the type of image that's being shown on that particular card. But it's an extra couple of steps in order to redirect a pricing card over to a landing page versus just using an offer card that, boom, automates it all for you, updates it automatically, and sends it straight to that checkout page. A little bit of a pain, you could say, because it's an extra couple of steps for you to have to do, but it's definitely worth it because you can see the end product looks a million times better than just a simple little card like this. A few final things that I want to share with you on this website that are definitely worth knowing. So when somebody's on mobile, again, in Kajabi, you can choose particular elements to appear and not appear on mobile. So for example, you can see this image here is just me looking cool. If it goes onto mobile mode, you can see this is a cool image of me, but then with text on it. But you can see the text has disappeared on Kajabi. This text box right here has disappeared. Really cool thing you can do in the website builder is you can customize what elements appear and don't appear on mobile. So you can go to mobile layout and click hide block, or likewise on desktop, you can click hide block. So then that means this is a completely different file. The image on here is different to the one that is on here. You can see this has no text and this one has text. So this allows you just to have a better layout for mobile. So this looks super cool. Someone goes, oh, that looks epic. And it cleans it all up with less blocks. But something we intentionally did as well to make it easier to navigate on mobile is this header right here. You see here it says, can't find what you're looking for. Click here for the full store. This is literally just a header block. See how you've got all these different links here within the header. All we did was we added an additional header here that then it went over to a different link list. So in the back end of Kajabi, you can create multiple different custom navigation menus. So you can see here we've got store, contact, my library. But then in the custom menus, we've got refund policy, and then my main home site browser. Can't find what you're looking for, click here to view full store. So in the back end of this, when you click edit, you can see this links over to the store page. I found this just worked really well on mobile because when you're on mobile, you have no header. You have to click this little hamburger icon to open up the actual header bit for them to see store, etc., which sounds obvious because you're used to using mobile websites. But I suddenly thought like an older person might not, like we have people at like 45, 50, 60 that buy on this website, might not necessarily know that. So because Kajabi has really great customization, we could add another header section and I could add a different custom menu with different links. So all I have to do is just click on one of these red buttons and it'll take them straight to the store page. And it also is a nice attention grab because it's also a question. So don't forget to check out that link down below in the video description for that extended 30-day free trial of Kajabi. Get yourself those extra 16 days completely for free at no extra cost. Just literally press that link and watch this video next if you want to learn how to build an online course on Kajabi and get your product live onto your own website.